Help, help, I lost my son. Have you seen a kid around here? A little boy. He is about 150 centimeters in height. He wears a yellow t-shirt with a pair of blue jeans. He wears a blue-red cap and a blue-red backpack. He brings a book on his hand. Are you sure you haven't seen him?
I think there he is.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm so happy.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, how are you? I hope you are fine. Have you seen the video earlier? What happened? Yes, there's a woman who lost her son. And then she asked the old man and mentioned the description of her son. This is what we are going to learn right now. We are going to learn about a text that is used to describe something. And the text is called descriptive text. Jadi, hari ini kita akan belajar tentang descriptive text. To know more about descriptive text, we will talk about three things: the definition and the purpose, the generic structure, and the language features.
Now, we will learn about the definition and the purpose of descriptive text. Kita akan belajar definisi dan tujuan dari descriptive text. Definition. Descriptive text is a text which describes particular person, place, or thing. Jadi definisi dari descriptive text adalah sebuah teks yang mendeskripsikan orang, tempat, atau benda tertentu. Purpose. To describe a particular person, place, or thing. Jadi tujuan dari descriptive text adalah untuk mendeskripsikan orang, tempat, atau benda tertentu. Hampir sama seperti definisinya ya. The next thing is generic structure atau struktur umum. Nah, di sini kita akan belajar apa sih yang ada dalam teks deskriptif. To write a descriptive text, you need to know the generic structure of the text. Untuk menulis sebuah descriptive text, kalian harus mengetahui struktur apa aja sih yang harus ada dalam sebuah descriptive text. The first thing is identification. Identifies or introduces a particular person, place, or thing to be described. Di bagian identification, kalian harus mengenalkan orang, tempat, atau benda yang akan dideskripsikan. Jadi sebutkan nama orangnya, atau nama tempat, atau nama benda yang akan dideskripsikan. The second thing is description. Describes physical appearance, parts, qualities, behavior, and characteristic. Di bagian kedua adalah description. Mendeskripsikan penampilan fisik, bagian-bagian, sifat, perilaku, dan karakteristik yang akan dideskripsikan. The next thing is language features of descriptive text, yaitu unsur kebahasaan yang digunakan dalam sebuah descriptive text. Nah, unsur kebahasaan pertama yang paling sering digunakan dalam descriptive text yaitu uses simple present tense, menggunakan tata bahasa simple present tense atau tata bahasa yang biasanya digunakan dalam kegiatan sehari-hari, habitual activity, dan juga untuk menunjukkan fakta. For example, my father wears glasses. The second language features of descriptive text is uses adjectives, menggunakan kata sifat. For example, big, short, round, bright, and etc. Nah, contohnya misal kalian mendeskripsikan seseorang. For example, my father is tall, ayahku tinggi. Or misal kalian mendeskripsikan kamar kalian, my room looks so wide, kamarku terlihat sangat lebar. Atau mungkin saat mendeskripsikan benda, my pen is so small, penku sangat kecil. The third language features is uses noun phrase. Unsur kebahasaan yang ketiga yaitu menggunakan noun phrase. Noun phrase adalah frasa yang menjelaskan noun atau kata benda. For example, dark hair, fair complexion, batik shirt. Dark hair artinya rambut gelap, fair complexion kulit yang cerah, batik shirt baju batik.
Nah, setelah kita belajar definisi, tujuan, struktur, dan juga unsur kebahasaan, mari kita lihat contoh dari descriptive text. Let's see the example of descriptive text.
So this is the example of descriptive text. My father. I'm proud of my father, Mr. Hendrawan. My father works as a lecturer at a university. He's quite busy with his job, but still has time for us, his children. He is my role model. Now he is in 40s. He is well built and has straight dark hair and fair complexion. My father is a diligent worker. He always wakes up early in the morning and prepares everything for his work. He always delivers me to school first before going to the campus where he teaches. At night, he seldom watches television. Instead, he prepares materials to teach. Occasionally, he also gives me good materials to study. Let's analyze the text. The descriptive text entitled My Father. What is the purpose of the text? Yes, the purpose is to describe Mr. Hendrawan or to describe the writer's father. Untuk mendeskripsikan Pak Hendrawan atau untuk mendeskripsikan ayah dari penulis. And the generic structure. Do you know which part is identification and which part is description? Yes, the first paragraph, I'm proud of my father, Mr. Hendrawan, is the identification, and the second paragraph, the purple one, is the description. How about the language features, unsur kebahasaan? As we can see, the text uses simple present tense. My father works as a lecturer at a university. There are also some adjectives in the text like busy, well-built, and diligent. There are also some noun phrases like dark hair, fair complexion, and etc. That is the analysis of the text.
Okay students, finally we have reached the end of the lesson. To sum up, we have learned about descriptive text, the definition and the purpose, the generic structure, the language features, and the example. Do you understand? I hope you do. There's a good quote for you. A champion is not defined by their wins, but by how they can recover when they fall. Serena Williams. So my students, don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to be wrong and make mistakes. It's okay, as we are all humans. The most important thing is how we can stand up and try to take some lessons from our mistakes. That's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye. I'll see you later.